Hey guys, what is up? It is Mysterious Man Toby, and wow, it's been about, I think, 7 weeks since I've posted something on this channel, and there's an explanation for that. First, I'd like to talk about where I've been. Like I said, it's been about 7 weeks, and the first 2 weeks of the 7 week period I've been gone, I just lost motivation to upload, honestly. It was just one of those things where I looked at my channel and I got so frustrated with the fact that I have all these really good ideas that I would love to just put into fruition and upload on my channel. But time is of the essence, and I don't have the time to sit down all day for a week, 2 weeks, etc., and just make these videos. I have to take it slowly, and that kind of infuriates me because I just want to put a lot of content out, a lot of content that I think you guys would enjoy and that other people would enjoy. And I can't really put it out at the pace I want to put it out simply because, it's not like I'm doing YouTube full time or anything. There's other things that I have going on right now. And so, again, the first 2 weeks was just me losing interest, but I quickly regained my interest, or I wouldn't say quickly because it was 2 weeks, but the third week, as I was like, okay, I'm going to get into the groove of things, I'm going to start uploading again, stuff like that, my computer breaks. And so I have to go and ship it off and get it fixed. And that takes, I want to say, roughly 3 weeks. It actually took a while to get fixed. And so that was unfortunate. So you have 5 weeks gone, like just like that. So I get my computer back, and I'm like, okay, I'm ready to upload. I'm ready to upload, and then I get sick, and I'm sick for roughly 2 weeks. So yeah, pretty much that's how we got to this point. For the past 2 weeks, I was more or less sick, and so I just got over my cold a few days ago. I was gonna upload some stuff, but I was gonna record some stuff. I was like, I kind of want to get over this cold first before I make some content. And I finally got over this cold. So yeah, that's pretty much where I've been. It's crazy because again, I just want to say I don't know if you guys read the little subscribers note or whatever that I posted. But this was about 2, 3 weeks ago, something like that, where I posted, "Hey guys, I'll be back soon," blah blah blah. And it's crazy because over the time I've been gone, I actually gained subscribers and I gained views. And one of my videos actually blew up, contrary to what I actually get on my views. And I just want to say thank you guys. Like, wow, I didn't upload content yet. I mean, the support was still there, so that's crazy. That motivates me to, again, just put out more and more content. And that was just awesome. So again, thank you guys for that. And so yeah, I want to talk about a few things here in this video before I ultimately get to my content plans and my schedule. So some of you may have noticed the state of the community by now, and it is dwindling. It's no surprise that the Storm community has kind of been on the back burner for a while. It's been slowly and slowly diminishing. Uh, I hate when people say the community is dead. It's not dead. A lot of people who are saying this are people who aren't even active in the community, or they don't really pay attention to what goes on in the community. So it's actually funny that, people would say this when they don't really have any knowledge of what the hell's happening in the community. But it is diminishing, and that's no surprise. You have games coming out, and there's really there's really nothing that keeps people in the community. And this leads me into Naruto Storm 3. So as you guys are well aware, the Trilogy came out, which is a remaster of Storm 1, Storm 2, and Storm 3. And people were saying for the longest time Storm 3 is going to completely revitalize the Storm community. Everyone's going to be on Storm 3, and it's just going to be so grand. It's going to be so magical, right? Wrong. When people were saying that, I was just shaking my head like, no, no, no. Trust me. Newcomers are going to look at Storm 3. They're going to compare it to Storm 4 and be like, hell no. Why would they downgrade to a game with significantly less characters and honestly a worse balance? Like, I was playing Storm 3. I played Storm 3 the first week the trilogy came out. And honestly, this is coming from a guy who played it at a high level. I played it at a high level during its prime. I was a top player in the game. I didn't really play. I stopped playing a lot of people, so my position as to where I was skill level wise can I guess it can be debated by people who are present in the community now who were present back then because I didn't really play too many people towards the end. That was when I kind of went on my little tear of recording sprees, and I was just recording people and just doing a whole bunch of stupid stuff that I honestly shouldn't have done. And yeah, so yeah, you might have some people that'll say, well, he was this good or that good, but whatever. I don't really care. Bottom line is, I was a top player. I play at the highest level. I know what the meta's like. I know the intricacies of the game, stuff like that. I honestly don't know why the hell I played that game. I really don't know why I actually like stuck around and played the game and learned about it. It was honestly probably because I just like Naruto, but playing the game again, the game is like the thing I don't like about the game is that there's this concept of defense that is almost non-existent in that game because of the dash speed. And so, because Dash is so safe and so fast, and the guard is so weak, it's really hard to defend in that game. Trust me, you can defend, but it's not like it's nowhere near Storm 4, and it's not like the previous games, honestly. And I don't know, it's really annoying to play, and I really don't think that because a lot of people don't understand that in order for Naruto to rise to that nature of a competitive esport, it has to bring in numbers. And I'm not necessarily talking about entrance in tournaments, but part of that is also viewership. If we have 100 entrants, but only 10 people are watching, that's no bueno. That's no good. But if we have 50 entrants and 1,000 people are watching, that's really good. That's really, really good because there you have potential revenue right there because you have 1,000 people watching. You can run ads, you can promote stuff, and then you have potential earnings to be made right there due to the viewership. And that's what a lot of companies like to see. They like to see that they can make their return on investment and then some. So, a renowned company is not going to invest in the scene if the numbers aren't there. Numbers being viewership and entrants are important too, but the numbers in terms of spectators are just as important, if not more important. As if some of you are familiar with Melee, back then it had entrants, but it just didn't have numbers in terms of viewers. And so it's grown over the years, and more companies have invested. You have more and more sponsors in the scene and stuff like that. And I really don't think people would honestly enjoy watching Storm 3 because its meta is really degenerate and bland. You take your Hanzo, for example. You pick Hanzo with Kimimaro and Neji in Storm 3. Dash found the shit out. Someone drop support when they start to defend or just do whatever. When they start to push you into a disadvantage state, you drop support to maintain advantage state. And ultimately gain a lead. If they start pressuring you, just tilt over and over again because his tilt starts up in frame 1, like literally once you input tilt, it comes out no matter what, and I mean no matter what. It is a frame 1 tilt, low recovery. Only certain characters can punish it, and so yeah, you see what I'm getting at. And for those of you who have already played Storm 3 and you're familiar with this, you know how degenerate it can be. You know how degenerate it can be when watching it. It's honestly something I was watching and I was like, what the heck? Like this doesn't seem interesting. And again, this is coming from someone who played the game at a high level, who really knows what's going on. This is coming from, I guess, a veteran. And if it's coming from me, I can only imagine what spectators see when they see it. And then you have, things like Runaway Conan. You can't honestly argue with me and say that people would be willing to watch someone pick Conan and run away for the entire game. No one's going to watch that, trust me. In other fighting games, when you have defensive players, they receive hate for it. And even then, the defense in those games, it's nowhere near on the scale of Runaway Conan. It's like, yeah, they'll play defensive. They might chill back and use a lot of their long-range moves to just create space and keep them back. But even then, there's science in that. And then you could say there's science in Runaway Conan because I did it back when I played the game, and I even do it every now and then when I play the game now. But it's not like the traditional fighting game in that You can only run away for so long. In Naruto, since it's a 3D plane, you can literally run away forever, and no one's gonna watch that. Trust me, no one's gonna watch that. And that's just one of the many downsides. And I thought, well, we could impose a rule set, ban certain characters, ban certain supports, which really only supports that you could really ban. You only really need to ban are Kimaru and Neji because it's hard to consistently hit them. There are some other supports that are annoying, like Akatsuchi, the fat rock guy. His support comes out on frame one, so you actually see people in rank using that, and it can be pretty annoying because it comes out on frame one, so it's usually always going to hit you, and that's one of the reasons why it's hard to disrupt. So you have other supports that people are going to use, but that's just the nature of the game. You know, you nerf or get rid of the good stuff, and then the stuff right under that just begins to shine, and people begin to use that. So there's always going to be something that people are going to abuse, but it just won't be as bad. And I don't know, it could work, it might not work, but the rule set would be the community's first step towards making that game at least watchable. Because at this state, if you just have a tournament and you make everything legal, there's no reason not to use Hanzo, Minato, or Konan. Really, those are only three characters you should really see in a tournament because no other characters can really compete with them if those characters are played properly. So you can kind of mess around with Lee and Guy, but ultimately you might as well just pick Konan or Minato or Hanzo. And that's really all there is to that. I'm not trying to hate on Storm 3. I like the game from a story perspective. I like playing the story. I do like playing legit, which is basically where you don't play like you don't run away Konan or anything like that. I do like playing that way. I guess more of a casual way you could say. But I don't really like playing meta anymore in that game. I mean, I will play it. I actually have some footage of me playing it that I might use in future videos, but it's just not my cup of tea, honestly. And I don't think I'm going to be playing that game, at least meta in that game, nonstop or just heavily. As of right now, I've been playing a lot of Storm 2 because I really like Storm 2. That's my favorite Storm game, hands down. There's so many memories that come along with Storm 2, and so I've been playing a lot of that. But ultimately, the state of the community, it's crazy. I think that it can make a comeback up until Storm or Strikers, but it all depends on the community. It comes down to the community. One player can't do it all along. And I have some things I'm going to propose, especially now because I'm in a state of where I can actually stream now. My internet's gotten way better, and I mean way better. So I can actually stream now. I can upload videos more consistently. I can actually begin to propel my channel in the direction that I've always wanted to propel it. So that means I can also host tournaments as well. And I'm thinking about doing that, but I'm just not sure how I'm going to go about doing it and which game I'm going to do it for. But if I do it for a game, I'll probably test out Storm 3. It just depends. If you've played Ranked on Storm Trilogy or Storm 3 Remastered, you would know that there really aren't that many people on that game. And same for Storm 2. Really aren't that many people playing online. So ultimately, those games didn't pull in the player pool that we were expecting them to. Maybe it's because everyone bought the game for story mode. I don't know, but if you go on the online mode of Storm 2 and Storm 3, you'll see little to no people on it. But Storm 4 still has a good amount of people on it. So people are still playing Storm 4. People are still loving it. People didn't give up on Storm 4 and switch to Storm 3 like a lot of people said they were going to do. I know some players did permanently move to Storm 3. But hey, they like the game. They like the game. It's what they like. They should play what makes them the most happiest. So, and the fact that they're doing that, bravo to them. Don't play a game that you hate. Play games that you like. It's that simple. So I'm not sure what I'm gonna do, and if in about another week or so, I'll have my answer, maybe with a video or so, and I'll go from there. I would like to host a tournament. I've always wanted to host a tournament, so it's definitely something that is a fresh thought, and I'm actively thinking about. It's not something that I'm just saying, yeah, I'm gonna think about it, and I'm never gonna, put out an answer. But yeah, the state of the community is basically in our hands, as it's always been, and it's up to the community more than ever if they want to keep this game alive in a sense of competition. I'm still gonna upload, and this leads me into my content plans. I'm still gonna upload the same content I do with more. So I'm still gonna do the guides. I actually have a lot of guides. I have about 10 guides I gotta finish. I want to do some more guides on how to beat certain characters because I haven't done a guide on how to beat a character since Daedara, and that was really successful. Um, there's a lot of content I want to do. I want to do, of course, I still want to do my guides. I want to do guides on how to beat stuff. I also plan to discuss certain things. Just, I guess, I guess I just want to do more content on, I guess, the intricacies of Storm at a competitive level, and I'm also gonna do DBZ fighters. Unfortunately, I didn't get a beta code, which fucking sucks because I honestly contemplating registering for the beta with like 20 emails. But I was like, no, I'm pretty sure I'll get a beta code, and I didn't get a beta code. So I'm high key upset about that, but it is what it is. I'll just wait for the full game or the next beta if they do it, which they probably won't. So I definitely do want to upload DBZ Fighters content when that comes out, and of course Striker. So, but in the meantime, between time, yeah, I'm gonna upload my regular content of guides and stuff like that. And I have some really big content in the works that I plan on uploading as well. And I also want to do some reviews and stuff on the Trilogy and put that information out there for people who are still on the fence about buying the game. Might be a little too late, but all in all, maybe it'll help someone. I also plan, I'm probably going to link, or actually I will link Reddit Smash 4, or not Smash 4, Reddit Storm 4 in my in the description. I think that at the very least, since we don't have a website, we should at least try to repopulate that as opposed to game facts. I don't know, it just depends on really what people gravitate towards. I do post some of my content on Storm 4 Reddit, and I am going to start checking that once a day once I start uploading regularly, because I'm kind of bad about checking that. Sometimes I'll upload a video and I won't check for a week, and I'll have like 2 or 3 questions, so I'm pretty bad about it. But I'm going to start checking it regularly, at least once a day. And as far as my schedule goes, that's going to be Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I'm going to try to upload 3 times a week, and then some. Again, my internet is way better, so I can actually talk about news and scans and stuff like that. Because before, my internet was like in such a bind to where I had to really plan out my videos, and it was crazy. But now it's all good. Literally, if a scan comes out at 4 a.m. in the morning and I want to make a video over it, I can do that, upload it, boom, no problem now. So that's really good. So that's basically what this vid was about, where I've been, the state of the community, Naruto Storm 3, my content plans, and of course my schedule. Ready to start uploading more content and just see what happens with this whole YouTube thing. Thank you guys for watching. This video was pretty lengthy, but I wanted to put out a good video, a good explanation video before I get back to the original stuff. Thank you guys for watching. This is Mysterious Man Toby, signing off.